Lupitas. This is not your country. Luis J. Rodriguez. Los Angeles, California, 10th of May, 2014, 8:19 a.m. That's him, one whispers. Encopillado, the second one whispered. Not that Luther moves, for either. Keeps the blanket where it is, over his head, still looking for what might never be found, the dark to drown his mind. The one whispering's a boy, unknown. The other one making his point is Almaraz. Chinga tu madre, Almaraz hisses, close enough that he might as well kiss the blanket. Old man, not good enough? Wanna suck some of this? Not that the headbutt is all that. Luther already standing like you'll never know lying. The only number one, El Gallo, grinning hard as Almaraz stumbles back, hands to nose, tripping over the boy, both of them down in their asses. Cavol? F you! Almaraz sputters, blood leaking between fingers, spotting his LA Dodgers jersey. Yells at the boy to bring him a towel, some ice, but the boy makes the mistake of looking at Luther first. Luther shakes his head. What's your name? Chitel. I heard about you. Better be no picture of me there, Luther says of the phone this boy's gripping like life. Chitel shakes his head. He's new to Luther, though these days, at El Compuesto, there's always someone new. Good to see Luther's not forgotten. What's all over this shorty's eyes now, not meeting Luther's stare, showing off broken teeth to the floor. Got a grey little hoodie on, king shorts, white socks pulled high, starter ink in his forearms. Got it all going on, but keeping it all to no big thing. If you broke my nose, Almaraz spits, bloody fingers making fists. You know better than to try and F a bear in his sleep, Luther answers. Chitel can't help himself. Smiles wide. Not like Almaraz gonna back down, though. Not like Luther welcomes anything less. The faint hot of something metal, like bolts on his adobe rock, filling his mouth. You staying for breakfast? Mezclador asks from the doorway. Ruben Cristiano Ibarra, or the Mixer, or just Miz. He's lived here for decades, old as trees, wife-beater sagging on him, and he's still got his rings, thick but cheap as mall gold, arms thin as high branches, holding up the big ceramic bowl, stirring at some lumpies, his special batter, been making pancakes since before there were trees. See what this bolo did, Almaraz appeals. Don't even live here no more. Let me see. Miz puts down the bowl and gives Almaraz's nose a hard pinch. Almaraz doesn't react to the tug. Luther smiles. They would have made a mess of this morning if it had come to that. Not broken, Miz grunts, flat as slate, back to beaten out lumps. Maybe the altitude got to you. Chingado. Chitel's back with a rag. Where the is the ice? Chitel looks Almaraz in the eyes, easy. She has it. And that gives the room plenty of ice. Luther should have slept with his dogs. He'd headed there first, then this mistake. If she asks for his keys, he'll give it to her. But she never asks for his key. You gonna wish me a happy Mother's Day? She says without turning around. Wide and heavy at the counter, slicing of strips of jicama, wedges of limes in a bowl. On the griddle, layers thick, bacon pops and curls. Have a seat. Miz, hand me a plate. Miz hands her a plate. Got a split, Luther lies. My dogs need feeding. Dogs can wait. It's what dogs do. Luther sits. Another mistake. Luther's forehead suddenly a strip of sweat, and worse, his mouth thick with a taste like plum, like bruised before the healing's begun. Like when he was half Chitel's age, called out and blamed for stuff he didn't swallow then, still won't swallow. She turns around. Senora Palmo, Cadenza, Carlemado, or just Guadalupe, or in this place, Lupita. She sweeps handfuls of jicama onto the plate Miz holds out for her, and like she's done for years, squeezes lime on it, salts and peppers it too, then big dashes of chili pepper she keeps in a ceramic honey jar on the counter, wipes her hands on her shirt, considers briefly the nails she recolors twice a week. She likes all kinds of color, and likes her nails long. You still have that key? Lupita smiles. Luther nods. She offers him a cigarette. Keep it. Luther should give it back. Says no to the cigarette instead. Lupita lifts the camel to her lips, outline tattooed years ago. Color of peach. Eyeliner too, also tattooed. Dark violet. Even her eyebrows, like charcoal. Her hair she keeps up in a tight bun, held there with the same shining pin. long and thick like some pedazo or pico hilo. Might as well be an ice pick. Chitel lights her cigarette. So what's this with you and Amo? We're getting married, Luther answers. Lupita nods again. It's legal here. Amo needs his green card. Lo que es un escule, Lupita laughs, pleased. Almaraz holds his tongue. More of the crew drifts into her kitchen, her latest cucarachas, her loyals, settling around Almaraz at the big table. Same veteranos Luther's known over the years. None as old as Miz, but a few getting there. Miz is back to them all, spoons into the bubbling bacon grease the first round of pancakes. Got a day ahead of us, Lupita says now, holding in the smoke. You with? Did she really think he was back to re-up with her balloon parade? Take Chitel and his crew. Got sails today as far as Glendale. Rifamos. She still holds in the smoke. And no question, Lupita thinks she's the best. Never deviates. Echo crew and with years to prove it. As if years prove anything but old. Luther proves that. Got my own work, Guadalupe. Truth too. Heavy work. Heavy crew too. Take some planning to disappear a fool. That's so. Still no smoke coming out, like she swallowed it, or it died in there. Almo right about one thing. This ain't no motel. Stubs out the cigarette, right on the kitchen table. Almaraz says nothing, moves nowhere. You sleep here, you eat here, you work here. She's going there, understand? Pedazo de mierda, ni se pierda, ni siquiera hablar español, whatever the F that means. Goes shrill, hand too, all twisting now with that silver stab in her hair. And don't give me no effing BS about no dogs you gotta go suck off. And there she is all about her, still throwing hard, standing tall, taking no from no one. Armos coming around, loud and proud and getting run off. Federales too, showing no spine. Lupita making it sound like she alone was stepping up. Luther's just glad he isn't touching no food. No cigarette either. Should throw down her key too, be done with it. Peels off a grant instead. 3 grants. 4. Drops the Fiero to the floor. Never said you was a motel. Use the 4 seasons. Lupita doesn't touch the money. And when some shorty does a dumb thing like running over, even if she's picking up the cash for this matron of all their lives, Lupita gives the little thing a hairful of long nails to think twice about next time. Aye, the little thing shrieks, what with Lupita jerking her up by the roots. Lupita's strength always surprising everyone, even the squat. Tossed aside, Lupita never tolerates thin, and unless curves be belly or chins, she'll turn out whatever beauty queen and land her quick in some withered shack. Pina used to crib here just fine, was Lupita's girl, but when Pina quit for Luther, Lupita didn't like that. Pancakes? Ms. asked mildly, passing between them, plate stacked high. Guy knows how to melt butter. Luther waits for her to do something crazy now. They all wait. When Lupita goes shrill, only time before she starts in on some other stuff. Throw the pancakes, the plate. Instead, she starts coughing and doesn't stop. Ms. finally has to come over and help her to the sink. Gives her some water to drink. She knocks that out the way. Presses her mouth to his wife beater, balling it up in her hands. Leans in on her tree, he all stoking her back, and saying softly over and over again, a coffin in the morning beats a coffin at night.